Okay, I'm very confused. How the hell do we pronounce this movie's title? Godzilla X Kong? Godzilla times Kong?
Well, I mean, I thought it was Godzilla Cross Kong because Japanese things do the X as cross. But people are calling it Godzilla X Kong, which sounds like a really weird porno.
Apparently it's just called Godzilla Kong? That's what all the trailers seem to say. This is like the Batman v Superman thing all over again.
Just, yeah.
Oh, hi, welcome. This is the Out of Touch podcast. I'm Bill. He's Chris. That's right.
You're just starting?
Yeah, that was part of the beginning. Where you keep up?
Okay.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I don't know. I start. I'm thrown off now.
I was waiting for you to start. You didn't, so I started.
Wow. Okay. Well, today we're watching Godzilla Kong or Godzilla Cross Kong or Godzilla X Kong.
I'm pretty sure it's just called Godzilla Kong, the New Empire.
New Empire.
I'm just going by how they announced it in the trailer. Just sort of like with Batman versus Superman. It was just called Batman versus Superman, not V. I know it's confusing, but the commercial narrator said versus, and the commercial narrator just didn't say X. Why didn't they just have and? What's wrong with the little and symbol?
I don't know.
Just saying.
They had to be unique.
It's stupid.
It is stupid. In fact, anytime they put an X in a movie title, it usually is stupid.
How often does that happen?
I don't know. There was Fast X instead of Fast 10.
I mean, that's a Roman numeral, though.
But they had to say X.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway.
Though, to be fair, this is not the first time there's been a Godzilla X something, but we usually didn't get translated into America with that.
Yeah. And as far as I know, that X usually means cross when it comes to Japanese stuff. But, anywho, what did you think of this movie, Bill?
Remember Godzilla Minus One?
Yeah.
This is the opposite of that.
It really is the opposite of that.
Godzilla Minus One is a heartbreaking, horrifying drama. This is just, let's just have some fun. Let's just go balls to the wall.
I thought the movie was pretty fun. Kind of stupid, but stupid in a good way.
I can't even say it was stupid because I've seen the Michael Bay Transformers movies, at least 4 of them. And those movies, those are stupid.
That's true. I mean, this was a lot of fun. It was more of a Kong movie than a Godzilla movie, though.
Yeah, it was a problem with Godzilla versus Kong, too. It was more Kong than Godzilla, and there's a lot more Kong in this movie. Hell, I honestly felt like the Godzilla scenes were kind of just like, all right, come on, move it along. Like, you get these, like, long scenes with Kong and the little Kong and all this stuff happening, and it takes its time, and then it's like, Godzilla's going to the Antarctic to fight a thing. Never mind, we're done. Godzilla's going to suck out of a nuclear reactor. We gotta go. Nope, we're done.
I wonder, possibly, is it because since Godzilla was on, the surface, because we got that Hollow Earth thing going on, maybe the scenes with Godzilla in it were just more expensive. That they're like, well, he's in a different city each time, and we got to do a different background.
Backgrounds were pretty elaborate in the Hollow Earth, too.
Kong's
in a jungle. Kong's on a mountain. Kong's in a hellscape.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I would have liked to see Godzilla tear up Europe more. It was Godzilla's European tour, and we only got to see a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a little more of that.
Yeah.
Europe gets off scot-free with a lot of these kaiju flicks.
Yeah.
So maybe Gorgo.
I was happy to see Godzilla destroy at least part of Spain. I'm like, take that, Madrid. You know what you did. Anyway.
Someone's got some issues. I mean, Godzilla, he's just sleeping wherever he wants to.
Yep, he's sleeping in the Coliseum, which is hilarious and also kind of adorable.
He's like, this is mine now.
Yeah, it kind of curls up like a cat and just sleeping in there. It's like, this is my room now.
It's like, oh, a bed just for me. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, Godzilla's part of the story is essentially, he's like, yeah, Godzilla's back to doing what he was doing before. Titan gets out of hand. He pops out, wrecks shop, leaves.
Yeah.
But there's a mysterious signal or whatever coming from deep below, and he's just like, All right, I gotta go start pumping iron.
Yeah, he needs to get more power.
Yeah, it makes himself look like, kind of admittedly, like Godzilla 2000. Very,
I
very spiky, very purple.
Yeah, did his shape change or did he just
Yes.
get okay?
He got like kind of slimmer. His arms look longer.
Okay.
The merchandise refer to it as evolved form.
Okay.
So, even his face is like a little spikier too. He's got like spikes here. He's got like almost a stegosaurus looking tail.
Yeah. Well,
Go back to the leather look.
it's kind of neat though. Like he evolved like a Pokemon.
Go back to the other look.
Second stage evolution. What would his third stage evolution be? Maybe grows wings. No, I think that would be too far.
Yeah. Godzilla flew once and hasn't flown since, and that's how it should stay.
Yeah. This movie's fun though. It's just monster fights, and they're all pretty good. Like we get introduced to the new big bad of this movie, the Skull King.
Scar King.
Scar King. Skull King, Scar King, great. Whatever. Scar King, who's like a big orangutan, who it's just like they're just mean monkeys. Like they're so mean. Like,
yeah.
Like Kong's like nice. He finally finds some monkeys, and the first thing they do is attack him.
Tries to help the one who tries to stab him. He's like, "You son of a bitch."
Yeah. Even the little monkey is a prick at the beginning.
He doesn't know any better.
That's true.
But it was still hilarious when King Kong used him as a weapon and smacked around those other apes.
I mean, that was great. That was like one of the funniest things.
I cracked up at that.
There's a lot of funny moments like that. But yeah, these are mean monkeys, man. And that Scar King, like, man, he's like a weird orangutan. He even like...
He's got like a chain bone whip thing going on.
Yeah. And he even like... I feel like immediately is like a jerk. Like, from the start, he sees Kong's silver tooth and just laughs at him. I'm like, can monkeys laugh? I guess they can.
Have you not seen apes? They laugh.
I guess. I mean, I haven't watched like a whole ape documentary in a very long time. Where
Please,
it's like,
I've seen plenty of clips of chimps laughing at shit.
well, I didn't know they could laugh. Some animals can't.
They're like 97% the same as us or something.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But I don't know. It's like I like monkeys, but like I'm also like terrified of them because like they can be like mean animals in real life. Like
Ripping people's eyes out and stuff.
I mean, not even that, but like, you see those like I don't know if they're like chimpanzees or orangutans, but like they'll eat meat and like they just like rip apart the animal like while it's like still alive. I'm like, Jesus, why are they so mean?
Kong does that a lot.
He sure does, like right at the beginning of the movie.
Man, the only reason why that thing has green blood is because if it was red blood, this movie gets an R rating.
Yeah.
Because he was literally bathing in the blood of his rival monster.
You know what's funny about that part too? He does that to kind of like intimidate the other monsters, and immediately it's just like, man, why did I do this?
Like, oh, I'm so dirty.
Yeah. He's like, I got all this like gross crap all over me, and gotta go take a shower.
Yeah, he tricks those monster dog thingamajigs into his Home Alone traps.
Yeah. And I guess they do play up like Kong's smartness even more in this movie.
And they played it up a lot in the last one too.
Yeah.
Like this Kong compared to every other version of King Kong is very smart. He's a tool maker.
Yeah.
He can talk.
He can talk. He even is like smart enough where he's just like, I have a toothache. Those humans probably could help me. Let me go back to the regular world and be like, fix my tooth. It hurts.
We better get that tooth out of there before Godzilla shows up.
Yeah. I mean, the human characters are more or less whatever. They don't really get in the way. None of them are too stupid.
We got 3 returning ones.
Yeah.
We got Science Lady, Little Girl, who's slightly less little, and Crazy Podcast Man. The Monsterverse is weird because, like, characters come and go. We get weirdly similar characters here and there. But, yeah, we've ditched everybody else from Godzilla vs. Kong. We've ditched early edition men and Stranger Things girl.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. Now we have Little Girl. scientist lady, podcast guy, and wacky vet, I guess.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a wacky vet.
Yeah, there was another guy with them too, but he got eaten by a tree because that's what type of movie this is.
He got eaten by... I figured he'd die.
Yeah.
I didn't know when, but pretty quickly.
He was the only character not on board with like everything they were doing too. We're just like, why is this guy here? This guy sucks.
He's there to die.
Yeah.
They needed to kill at least one human, and it was him. They
Yeah.
could have brought along a few more people to pick him off, but they're like, it's one. We got to focus on the monkeys.
Yeah. A lot of special effects in this movie.
Seriously. There's long scenes of Kong just doing stuff.
Yeah.
He was mostly the main protagonist in Godzilla vs. Kong, but I'd say he's kind of 100% the main character in this movie almost. It's just more and more of him.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I don't mind it because, he's one of the monsters. And he's like the one monster you can have like characterization to because he's a primate.
Yeah.
So I kind of understand why he gets the most screen time. But man, I feel like Godzilla's shortchanging this movie. I really do. Like I said, like I just feel like some of his scenes felt kind of rushed in the beginning. It just felt a little too quick. I was like, why? Oh, we're already done. We just got here and we're done. Okay, as far as I could tell, this director, he likes Godzilla, but he really, really likes King Kong.
It's like, let me show you how cool Kong is.
I don't care. Godzilla's got the highest name on the call sheet. He should have got the more screen time.
I don't know.
Or just give him his own movie again.
In some ways, I get why they would focus more on Kong than Godzilla, only because at least this version of Godzilla like has his shit together, where Kong is like kind of figuring stuff out. Like we kind of know what Godzilla's about. It's like this planet is mine. Anybody that comes here, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, it's pretty much been his modus operandi in all these movies.
Yeah.
Bad kaiju causes trouble. Godzilla shows up, kills said kaiju, leaves.
Pretty much. It's like everything on Earth is his, and he has claimed stuff like the Coliseum.
Mine. That
Yeah.
also mine. Mine.
He's like a cat. He's like, all of this is mine. But yeah,
God forbid you get your filthy monkey hands on it. Godzilla hates monkeys.
he does hate monkeys. He like irrationally, I mean, to jump around when like Kong shows up on the surface world to kind of like get Godzilla's help to fight the Scar King. Godzilla is just like ridiculously like, what are you doing here? Oh no, it's on.
It's like, you! I'll kill you!
This is my house when I was in it, and I was in it. Just rationally mad.
And we got one more Godzilla Kong fight,
Yeah.
which gets broken up by, surprise, Mothra's here!
Yes. It's been a while since Mothra showed up. But I guess technically it's only been one movie since Mothra showed up, but it seems like it's been a while.
I mean, Godzilla King of the Monsters came out in like 2019, so
Yeah.
it's been a minute.
Yeah.
And, obviously it's a new Mothra, but, that's what happens with Mothras. They die. Usually when you see an adult Mothra, chances are it's going to die.
Yeah.
Mostly.
And
I'm probably talking out of my ass.
this Mothra, I don't think died.
No.
Yeah. It's still around. Godzilla has a special relationship with Mothra. Like, Mothra is the only thing that can kind of, like, calm Godzilla down for whatever reason.
Just slaps him with the wing. Hey! Get your shit together!
Yeah. They have a weird connection. that
They got like what's that term?
Oh, like
A symbiotic relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot exactly what Mothra did for Godzilla in the other movie, but...
Fought alongside him, saved his life, re-energized him.
That's right. Yeah, Mothra's Godzilla's pal. It's the only monster Godzilla gets along with. Everybody else, Godzilla's like, you will die if you come near my territory.
In this continuity, yeah.
Yeah.
In the old movies, Mothra and Godzilla are like, all right, like they eventually kind of became allies, but that took a few movies and at least one or two dead Mothras to get there.
Yeah.
But I mean, also traditionally, Godzilla's closest ally is usually like Anguirus.
Oh, okay.
Even though that was also the first monster Godzilla killed. Look, you fight Godzilla, then you become friends with him. Look what happened with him and Kong.
Yeah.
I guess they. Who am I kidding?
Is Kong Godzilla's friend, or is Kong just like Godzilla's just like, if you do not come to my house, I will not kill you.
Just leave. Leave, you stupid gorilla.
Yeah.
Get your ass out of my house.
Go back to your stupid monkey dimension. The surface is for me.
I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see if they make another one. Does Godzilla try to kill Kong on sight again? Or does he go like, oh, hey, bud. What's up? How you doing?
I mean, they didn't have that moment like that I was hoping for in the movie where like, you know, they defeat the bad guy and then they do the Predator handshake at the end.
I mean, Godzilla's got the arms for it now.
It'd be amazing. They just do that in one of the movies.
They did do that crazy hero run.
Yeah.
Freaking them and the ice dragon thing and Scar King all jumping at each other.
Yeah. I guess that's the thing with Scar King. He's got like a pet Titan that is, I guess they refer to it as like a primordial Titan, and it even caused like the Ice Age.
Or at least an Ice Age.
Yeah.
Called like Shimo or something.
Yeah,
Shimo?
I forgot what they called it, but yeah, it had ice powers.
Yeah. And though it was kind of under duress, because Scar King has like a little like, eh?
Yeah, I don't even know what that crystal is, if it was like a piece of it or what, but
It was enough to keep it in line.
yeah.
But man, the second that thing was destroyed, that thing was just like, oh, you're dead.
I mean, let's face it, the Scar King sucks. Like,
He's a bastard. That's why when he dies, you cheer.
yeah,
And he dies hilariously brutally.
he does die.
He gets
Pretty brutal.
frozen and Kong just smashes him.
I kind of was hoping that like he got frozen while Kong was holding him, and then Kong was gonna throw him up in the air, and then Godzilla was gonna fire blast him.
I mean, we did get a moment where Kong threw him and then Godzilla tail whacked him. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
They played baseball. See, they are friends.
I guess.
Also, Godzilla's way more acrobatic than he was before. He's throwing uppercuts. He's doing suplexes.
He is doing suplexes, which I love.
I mean, I can't complain because one of my favorite things is in the original King Kong versus Godzilla, Godzilla straight up drop kicks King Kong at one point.
Yeah, I mean, with how agile Godzilla was, I was almost expecting him to do like the little Hulk Hogan like that.
Or like the Godzilla victory dance.
Yeah, he's gonna do some leg drops, like you said. But I don't know. It's fun. It's really fun. It's like the plot is whatever. It's like they gotta defeat a monster.
The plot is there's an evil monkey. We gotta get the evil monkey.
Yeah, there's other monkeys. They're enslaved by the Scar King.
Also, it kind of completes Kong's character arc in the Monsterverse because at the start he's the last of his kind.
Yeah.
His parents got waned because they got killed by the skull crawlers and he was alone, and then he found a new home, and now he's got family and his people. He found his people. He's no longer alone.
There's one aspect of the movie that kind of bothered me though.
What's that?
Okay, like at the beginning when, well, not really the beginning, when Kong finds the other monkeys and they're just like moving rocks for the Skull King, I'm like, or Scar King, what were they doing? Like, why were they like working, moving rocks into like lava? Like, they never.
Maybe they were just building shit.
Yeah, but we don't see what they're building or
I don't know.
what.
I don't know, man. You're right.
Yeah, because I'm like, what are they doing? Like, why is he making him do that? Is he just like a dick that's just like?
Maybe.
Because like, if you notice too, like a good chunk of the apes are all like malnourished and stuff too.
Oh yeah.
And then you get the Scar King, and you notice he had his like harem behind him too, like in his like little In his like little area, there's like a bunch of female apes with like babies, and I was like, wow.
Wow, that's that's like straight out of like Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, I was like, it's like for like a second, but you see it, and I was like, wow,
I
he
must have.
sucks.
Yeah, I missed that.
Because he's like 100% like the alpha ape.
Yeah, and he's an abusive monster.
Yeah.
And he was defeated by Kong, which means he is now. He's King Kong finally!
He is King Kong. That will be the next movie. Godzilla, King Kong.
Probably not. I think there's like a licensing thing with Universal in regards to calling him King Kong.
Oh, really?
I think there's a reason why he's just called Kong.
Okay.
I don't know. It's weird. It's stupid. Everyone just calls him King Kong anyway because it's King Kong.
Yeah.
One of the most famous film characters in the world. King Kong. Feel like if they couldn't call Godzilla Godzilla, but he's still there. It still looks and sounds like Godzilla. It's like it's Godzilla. It's like, no, he's not.
He's something else. I don't know.
Or he is Godzilla, but we can't call him Godzilla.
Oh, okay.
But he is Godzilla.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be weird.
That would be weird.
I guess you would like what is it, just called Zilla? What they
No.
call the TriStar Godzilla now?
No, we're not calling Godzilla Zilla.
Well, no, we call that Godzilla
Yeah.
Zilla. 'Cause he ain't Godzilla.
Yeah. Nobody likes that Godzilla. People cheered when he got destroyed in Godzilla All Monsters Attack or whatever that movie's called.
Godzilla Final Wars.
Final Wars.
All Monsters Attack is a very different movie.
Godzilla says that I should learn to fight my own battles, you know.
I don't know. There's a lot of Godzilla movies.
I know. We're well into this is probably almost 40 now.
Man. Yeah, it's fast. But I don't know. It's a very enjoyable movie. It's a lot of fun.
It's, it's awesome that we could have Godzilla -1 over here, this dark, dreary, just fantastic update of sorts of the original movie. But then we have this over here, which is like everything I loved about like the monster battle later movies, just like turned up to 11.
Yeah.
And I have both, and I love it.
Yeah. It's a good time to be a Godzilla fan.
It's a great time to be a Godzilla fan. There was the Monarch show is pretty neat. All we need now is like a good video game again.
Yeah, the only good Godzilla video game I can ever think of is that one on the GameCube.
Yeah, but there was like 2 other ones after that are pretty good too. Godzilla Save the Earth and Godzilla Unleashed. Because they're basically the same.
Yeah.
They're just fighting games with Godzilla monsters.
That's all you want.
Just make another one.
Yeah.
And there's been some solid comics. I only got to read the first issue, but I look forward to reading all of Godzilla Here There Be Dragons. It's Godzilla in pirate times, man. Come on.
Okay.
Like, premise alone, I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah.
What do you do against Godzilla in pirate times?
Blunderbuss.
Our regular guns are ineffective. Their worst guns they may as well be throwing rocks.
That was like Godzilla fighting like Pirates of the Caribbean pirates, or
They may as well be. The first issue had a guy who I swear, reminded me of Jack Sparrow.
oh man,
So I think the trade's coming out soon, so I'm gonna read the whole thing.
nice. Well, this sounds pretty cool.
But yeah, Godzilla Kong the New Empire. The Monsterverse, judging by the box office, isn't going anywhere, and might get another one like this. I kind of would like another Just Godzilla movie again. If you can get the guy that directed King of the Monsters again, I really liked his take. Because like my one minor gripe was that they didn't have any like the themes of like Godzilla's theme is gone. They brought back Mothra, but how the hell you have Mothra without Mothra's theme?
Yeah,
Mothra's had that theme since the damn 60s, man.
it's a good point. I mean, I don't know. The music didn't really stand out too much in this movie. Well, it kind of had like some weird like synthwave music in it that was a little like unusual to hear in this type of movie, but I was like, okay, I'm all right with that. But yeah, not having the classic Godzilla theme definitely is like, why can't you do that? I'm sure it's just like maybe that theme costs money.
They shelled out for it once before.
Yeah.
And the theme you kind of had in the last one and kind of there in this one, it's got like a few notes of it, but just
Yeah.
go all out. It sounded great in the other movie. And again, the Mothra theme. It's very nice.
Well, even though it doesn't have that, it's still an enjoyable
Like I said,
movie.
it's a nitpick.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things I'm like, oh, this would elevate some of this stuff a little bit more. Like hearing it like faintly when they see the sculpture of Mothra. And then when Mothra is unveiled, just like in the other movie, you had that music going out full force. You know, it's just, sometimes it's the little things that make things just a little bit better.
Yeah.
But fun monster fights. And if you want some fun monster fights,
They are fun.
yeah.
I mean, Kong gets a weird, like, Infinity Gauntlet, I guess.
Yeah.
Or gets, like, a punching glove.
Well, I mean, it's basically a bracer because he got injured. But I
Yeah.
think it does make him stronger.
Yeah. It's got, like, I don't know, kind of like electricity type of stuff going on with it. But it's fun. It's cool.
Look, that's one of those signs where it's like, all right, they got to make a toy.
I mean, yeah, I was just about to say, it's very much a movie about, like, here are all the new toys. Take your kids to see it. It's pretty fun.
Pretty straightforward, easy to follow. Monsters smash into each other. It's a lot of fun. Get some popcorn.
Yeah. And I guess with that being said, that's Out of Touch podcast for this week. Go watch Godzilla, Kong, New Empire.